Welcome back to BBB Adventures. If you're new to the channel, welcome. We are Mary Beth, Brentley, and Disco, and our goal is to share our life and adventures in hopes of inspiring others to stay moving and enjoy life. Welcome back to BBB Adventures.
Welcome back, everybody.
Hey, we're at the coop. We wanted to say Happy 4th of July.
Happy 4th of July.
You're watching this on the 5th of July, so hopefully everybody had a fun, safe holiday.
We know we are enjoying Lake End Campground right now.
That's right. You'll see that video soon. But
Yep.
We went on a bike adventure for the 4th of July, which we actually haven't even done yet. So that's how the magic of YouTube.
Yeah.
We want to talk about helmets, and we want to talk about our plans for RAGBRAI.
And we want to talk about our plans for meetups during RAGBRAI.
Right. If you've been with BBB Adventures for a while, you know that we have used pork belly benchers, and we're having a little bit different plan. So we want to talk about that plan, and like Mary Beth said, we want to talk about opportunities that we can still meet up with folks. So, because we really want to see as many of you as possible. But let's get into it. Helmets. As you know, we are proponents of helmets. We do not believe anybody should get on a bicycle unless their noggin is protected.
But that's just our belief.
Hopefully you believe the same. If you've been watching the channel for a while, you've seen us wear these helmets. These are Bontrager helmets, which is a Trek brand.
And we bought these specifically because they matched our Apollos. We bought them for the Apollo mission. They're precisely Apollo color.
And that's not the only reason. They also have
Well,
MIPS
it's MIPS,
technology.
of course.
and
That goes without saying.
At the time when we did research, these were, we believed, highly rated helmets. And, you know, we did have an accident as we were training on the Red Dragon for RAGBRAI 2023. We crashed, and these helmets did their job because Mary Beth hit her head really hard and had no injury as a result of that. Bontrager had a policy, and probably still does, that within the first year of owning this helmet, if you crash, they'll replace it. So these are actually our second ones of these, but they're now a couple of years old, and they have some wear and tear. They've been dropped, they've been hit tree branches. The thing about a bicycle helmet, and that the foam and materials that are made, that they're made from, is they're really one event, one impact. The foam compresses to protect your head, and it doesn't expand back, it doesn't recover, so they're really sort of one and done. But that's also why they're so light.
This is still better than not wearing a helmet at all.
That's true. That's true. And these helmets haven't had a huge impact, but they're showing their wear. So, bottom line, we decided, hey, after a couple of years, it's time for some new helmets. What we discovered since our last time doing research on helmets is the Virginia Tech rating system. So Virginia Tech has a rating system where they test helmets, and I'm going to read a little bit from their webpage. But since 2011, Virginia Tech researchers have been providing unbiased helmet ratings that allow consumers to make informed decisions when purchasing helmets. The helmet ratings are accumulation of 15 years of research on head impacts in sports and identify which helmets best reduce concussion risks. So when you go to their website, Virginia Tech helmet rating, whatever, you can search for that. You can find the website, and then you can learn more about the testing that they do and what they subject the helmets to, and how they came up with this rating system. But it's really about reducing the accelerations and the rotational velocity that your head and brain get subject to minimize the chance of a concussion or a brain injury. When you go to the website, you pick the sport, in this case cycling, and you see that they currently have tested 271 helmets, and you can put those in terms of best to worst. And you can see, and they have the price of the helmets at the time they were tested. So we went through there, and we found, the first thing we found, interestingly enough, is a giant helmet that from a performance perspective, rated 5-star, and when you looked at the graphs, yeah, but it was as good as a $300 helmet, and it was a $65 helmet. We tried to get some of those, but they're unavailable for whatever reason. They're not in stock. So we went through the list of road cycling helmets since the Giant wasn't available, and we just went down the list a few to like number 25 of 271, and it turned out to be the Specialized Shaman X3 road cycling helmet. It was around...
Still with a 5-star rating?
Yep, 5-star rating, and if you look at the graphs that are on that website, you can see that it performed quite well, and performed again like $300 helmets, but I think we paid less than $100 for it, probably around $100 with shipping and all of that. And yeah, so we ordered those, and they came in. Well, as you saw, we did the research to pick the right helmets. We got them on order, and look!
It's helmets!
Helmets!
New helmet day.
New helmet day. Let me open this box. Drum roll. Ring. Da, 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 da. New helmet day. I'll put this helmet on now. The interesting, because the MIPS in this is totally different than, because ours had that wave cell stuff where it had a layer. You know, this helmet's actually going to have superior airflow to our current helmets.
Oh, right. Because there was some blockage there with that wave cell
so
stuff.
This wave cell must be, this yellow material must be the
The
wave
MIPS
cell.
part.
The MIPS part, the MIPS. So tighten this up, snugs around your head, and it gets plenty loose. So when I put my buff on, my BBB Adventures buff, which are still available, FYI. Yeah, it feels quite comfortable. I'm quite happy with this. How's it look?
Looks great. Owner's manual.
You're supposed to read that cover to cover.
You said you would. Headset. It says headset.
Did you look see what's the rear and what's the front?
Yep, I had it right. It's too tight. I need to loosen it up.
Yeah, I think it comes all cinched.
All the way, yep. Oh yeah, this fits good. Perfect. Does it sit straight on my head
So far.
after I clasp it? Yeah, we've taken a few rides with them. We're very comfortable, confident in our decision. They have cooling airflow, very comfortable. I think this one actually sits straighter on my head too, so I won't have to adjust my video footage as much. I'm hopeful anyway. So yeah, very happy with it. Yeah. If you're interested, there's a lot of YouTubers that have actually visited Virginia Tech and looked at that. So you can just go on YouTube and search Virginia Tech helmet ratings, and you can go learn a lot more about their process if you're interested. But we would recommend that you use that as a data source, and we would recommend that you not wear a helmet that's been in any sort of an accident, that you've dropped too many times. And honestly, every few years, we would encourage you to get a new one. But take advantage of new technology that's happening all the time. Wear a helmet. Hey friends, are you like me? And when you're out on your bike enjoying a nice summer day, the sweat from your head pours down your face, bringing sunscreen and stinging pain to your eyes. Do you sometimes forget to sunscreen the back of your neck and end up a real redneck at the end of your ride? Well, we have the solution for you. It's the BBB Adventures buff. Properly worn, this buff will keep the sweat from pouring down your face and will provide protection for your neck and your ears from the damaging sun. Hey, but that's not all. It can also be worn around the neck for extra sun protection and then quickly pulled up to cover your nose and mouth for those dusty roads or for warmth during the winter rides. The BBB Adventures buff has many other uses as well, like a pickleball sweatband or an eye mask to block out the light during those afternoon naps under a tree. It can also be used as a coat for your small dog or cat. The flexibility and possibilities are endless. But don't take my word for it. Check out these 5-star reviews from satisfied customers. Order yours today, and you can join those famous YouTube stars wearing what might be the world's greatest buff. We have a fresh batch ready for shipment, and if you order yours today, you'll get it in time for RAGBRAI or the other fun rides you've got planned. The link to order these fantastic buffs is in the description of this episode. Order today, you won't be disappointed.
And action. Now we want to talk. What's this? And cut. And quiet on the set. We need one of those things. And action. So
if you recall, I don't remember when we announced that we weren't going to be using Pork Belly Ventures, but we did state on the channel that we were making a decision to not use Pork Belly Ventures this year because we were ready for a different experience. Pork Belly Ventures is fantastic, and we still recommend them. Yeah, we speak only highly of Pork Belly Ventures, but personally, Brentley and I were ready for a different experience.
if you're new to RAGBRAI, or if you've done RAGBRAI in a different way other than a charter like Pork Belly, you should definitely be using Pork Belly. We started using Pork Belly because we were living in Taiwan and we wanted a no complexity, low risk, predictable experience, and they deliver that better than anyone. And so if you just want to ride RAGBRAI and enjoy the experience, and you don't want to worry about various things that they take care of, man, we couldn't
like setting up the tent.
Yeah,
that's huge,
and arranging meals and entertainment, and it's again, if you're familiar with the channel and you've seen our experience there, you know what we're talking about. It is world class, and we couldn't recommend it enough. But like MB said, we're ready for just a slightly different experience, and we've really got to be good friends with Team 985, and we wanted to try their version of RAGBRAI.
They seem to have a great time every year.
Yep, and so
they enjoy the heck out of it. They keep coming back, and yeah, we're gonna hitch a ride with them this year.
Yeah, we sort of self-invited ourselves onto their team. We call them and said, hey,
we're so happy that they wanted us
to be part of Team 985. But yeah, it's going to be awesome. For those of you who are going to Pork Belly Camp or are looking for some way to meet up with us, we would love to meet everyone that's a BBB Adventures viewer that's going to be in RAGBRAI. We would love to talk to all of you. So we're going to create some opportunities to get together.
Yep, so pay attention to our Instagram.
That's at Buses, Bikes, Beers.
And we will announce where we are at Expo at 6 p.m.
on Saturday.
And
look for
before
this.
we start riding.
And look for this.
Look for this sign.
Look for this. Look for it.
Yeah. We'll have that at Expo starting at 6 p.m. And we'll stay there as long as people are visiting with us.
Yeah. Typically it's an hour and a half, something like that. So don't come at 9 o'clock expecting we'll still be there. But come by Expo, look for the sign.
And Disco too.
And we'll try to publish where we're at. Speaking of Instagram, during the week, we're going to try to do a good job of, this is where we're at this beer stop, we're at this town.
Depending on cell coverage, of course.
Which
spotty.
And
then we will also have a meetup. We'll plan a meetup in Esterville, right at Pork Belly Camp.
Yep.
So we don't know where that camp is yet, and I presume you don't either. Well, maybe by Saturday that's been published, but as of right now it's not published. So wherever they are in Esterville, we will find you. And
we will try to set up somewhere near one of the public areas at Pork Belly Camp, either near the front desk or the beer truck, or whatever. But
in some shade somewhere.
Yeah. So we'll be in some of the public areas. Again, we'll have our sign. Look for us. Come by. Say hi. Particularly if you're a Pork Belly camper, and we have lots of friends that are pork belly campers, and we would love to see you guys. So please, that is in Estherville, day 2, which is Monday night. It's a short day, so we'll try to get over there reasonably early evening. I mean, again, we'll try to be over there
probably
5,
Yeah, probably
6.
dinner time. Probably
Yeah.
pork belly dinner time.
Yeah.
That's when all campers will be there, typically.
Yeah.
If
But
it's-
again, we'll try to put it on Instagram, and if you're there, come say hi. Oh, and by the way, if you want to come meet us, you don't have to be a pork belly camper customer to come into pork belly camp and say hi to us. It's fine. Don't expect any free beer or anything like
don't
that.
expect
but
any services
yeah,
from pork belly.
but they're usually in a public space, so come on by and say hi. If that's the best opportunity for you to come shake our hand and see disco.
come by bicycle. Don't come by car. Come by bicycle.
Yeah. If you have any questions for us about RAGBRAI, about our plan, about whatever, you can go to our Linktree link. There's a link in this description of this video and several earlier videos, and you can hit that link. It's a Linktree link, and it'll take you to different ways to get a hold of us, either email or Instagram, or you can just give us a DM on Instagram. Again, that's at Buses, Bikes, Beers. And yeah, if you have a question, reach out. We want to hear from you. If you want us to bring you a buff, we probably have a limited capacity to bring some buffs.
But we have some.
We have some. So send us a note somehow and let us know so we can account for that. And then if you just want to order a buff, again, there's a link in that Linktree link to the page. Spam Likely. You guys know him?
This guy calls me all the time. He's one of my best friends.
Spam Likely does not get a buff. Yeah, anyway, reach out. We'd love to hear from you. Order your buff. We'll get it shipped. We'll do the best we can to make sure you get it before RAGBRAI. And yeah, I think that's it for today.
Thanks for watching. Enjoy the ride.
Wear a helmet.
Like and subscribe.